Attorney General Roy McMurtry and Saskatchewan General Manager Bill Baker. Of course, both denied it, but Monday night it became confirmed. We have this story.
The CFL's worst-kept secret became official Monday night in Toronto as the league named Toronto lawyer Roy McMurtry as chairman and chief executive officer and Saskatchewan Rough Rider general manager Bill Baker as president and chief operating officer. McMurtry is a former Ontario Attorney General and Solicitor General and also, until recently, was Canada's High Commissioner to Britain, so his credentials are impressive. As CEO, McMurtry has the final say.
I suppose in the final analysis, I'm the boss as the chief executive officer, but clearly a good deal of the responsibility will be delegated to the president as the chief operating officer on a day-to-day basis. And when it comes to the nitty-gritty of running a football league, certainly Bill Baker is eminently well qualified for that. My responsibility will be more with respect to overall policy direction, satisfying the Board of Governors that the league is operating effectively from the league office standpoint, government liaison, corporate liaison.
Baker played 11 years in the CFL. He's a four-time league all-star. And as the Riders' GM, he turned the club around. Amazingly enough, Baker didn't make a final decision to accept the job until about an hour before the official announcement.
In the end, it was a lot tougher than I thought it would be myself. In the end, when I was sitting upstairs not too long ago, an hour or two ago, it was a very tough decision. And it was tough because of personal reasons with respect to my family, with respect to the Rough Rider situation. That made it tough. As far as the actual job, that wasn't difficult. The job was easy, but the personal side was very difficult.
Both McMurtry and Baker realize they're getting into a precarious situation with the CFL, but they're confident they can bring it back to prosperity.
I think is number one that each club do the best job it possibly can of marketing and sales and promotion and merchandising in their own area. And obviously that includes, to a great extent, trying to attract back or working towards attracting back the young people and earning back the respect, the support of the fans and the customers in their market area.
Well, Mark, at least it looks like the CFL will have a couple winners running the show for the next little while.
Right, McMurtry and Baker. And, you know, you sense a little apprehension on Baker's part in taking the job. He's a Western guy at heart. He said that much before here on It's Your Call on TSN earlier this month. And now he's moving eastbound, and he's always one that has said that he thinks it would take an Eastern guy with a high profile to take the job. But obviously, he's changed his mind. But if his formula for success works the same way it did in Saskatchewan, should have no problems turning.
Well, you know, it's interesting to see if Baker can do the same thing with the CFL as he did with the Saskatchewan Rough Riders, turning a struggling business into a winner.
And speaking of struggling